All right.
It's Die Hard.
So this is the spoiler-filled podcast.
What's the name?
For Black Panther. What?
Hurricane Heist. What's the name? What's his name? Solo.
Oh yeah, he's actually on for Solo, but
I am too.
yeah. So this is the podcast spoiler-filled for Black Panther. So let's go. Hype. Yo.
That's right. Yeah, we've been doing
Wakanda forever. Yo, all past week it's just Wakanda forever.
I'm probably gonna be the shitty one.
Curtis, get a tattoo on your lip. Just be like, he's Wakandan.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the primer.
least Wakanda.
As soon as it comes out, I'm getting it.
Let's take this trip down Wakanda Lane. Let's go.
I'm going to learn how to speak Wakanda.
But yeah, so this is where we're just going to be talking about things we like, things we didn't like. Going down the line, it's my 7th favorite Marvel movie. I still think Iron Man. 7th favorite.
How
do you even?
I mean, oh yeah, like, first off, Winter Soldier, Guardians, and Avengers are always in a 3-way tie. They're always fighting each other when it comes to my number one spot.
We didn't have a whole hour to go through your
Look,
list.
the point is,
Him,
Michael B. Jordan killed it. Great villain.
Yeah.
Best villain so far in the Marvel U, I will say.
I know. I'm not saying
I mean, granted, Loki's good,
Loki's
but I think
phenomenal.
this one more character-driven. No, don't shake your head at me. He was a more character-driven villain than we had before.
Yeah.
They peaked him too early.
Yeah, he did.
Why
best.
did they peak him too early?
Too close to the sun.
Damn.
No, that at the end, his line where he's like, "Nah, I'd rather you're gonna
bury
lock
me in
me
the
up,
water."
just bury me in the water like my ancestors." I'm like, damn.
Yeah, so
But
some
that's
chick behind me
why.
was snapping.
Was she
You said,
I was dying.
See, we didn't have that.
Well,
We didn't
not.
have all that.
Yeah,
I
I was in a black theater.
was that when we went to go see it, or is it the first? Oh,
Yeah.
was she snapping behind us?
She snapped like 5
I think it
times
was
about
like
stuff.
throwing out random Marvel movies and shit.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna see Venom from Spider-Man 3.
No, I gotta do that. Michael B. Jordan was a great villain. I'd probably put him in my top 3. It's usually,
All right.
right now it's Ultron, Loki.
Ultron beats Loki.
Only because Ultron was like his voice, man. It was just so menacing, and his lines, the dialogue was just phenomenal.
I put Ultron.
That's why I liked B. Jordan, because his dialogue was on point.
Yeah, it was.
Like his attitude,
It was
the
funny.
way he
Say
looked.
top 3. I would put it in my top 5, maybe 4th.
For who, Ultron?
No, for me, out of my top 5, it takes 4.
Takes work, really.
Yeah.
Out of all the
Well, I still say
Marvel
Iron Man 3
movies?
is the best Marvel movie.
No, God, we're never gonna talk
Are you
about
talking about movie wise?
Yeah.
But no, because, and the reason
Iron Man 3 is the best
he's
one.
good is because he's charismatic. And I think the reason why people like Michael B. Jordan more is because he's really the first like badass human, like not a god.
Oh yeah, that
Not-
is true.
he's
I
not-
beg to differ. What about Ironmonger? Hold on.
Ironmonger was a guy in a suit though. This dude was a man, like literally a man who
This was
fought.
Ironmonger.
Ironmonger was a dude in a suit though. Like this guy is the most relatable to like the common man.
Dude,
He fought his
I
villains,
still remember in the first Iron Man how he had that like
Yeah.
earpiece
And you know
thing
what?
that was like,
Ironmonger
yo.
he was
Well,
a
weren't
rich
they
white
like
guy.
superhero esque though?
Who Ironmonger?
The people who were like related to the like the Black Panther.
You gotta remember.
No.
They were all like.
It's the herb that gave them their power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He had-
they're
he had
normal.
the powers
had
for
training.
like 3/4 of the movie.
Yeah, he just had
It
military
was just
training.
alien
Oh,
rock
that's
that
right.
fell out of the
Yeah,
sky.
the
He was just super badass. That was
Yeah,
the
he
thing.
was. He
Having
was
to fall in
savage
Wakanda.
too.
And like, and he had the redeemable
With Andy Serkis
quality
in the
'cause
bag.
what he was doing.
Oh, I
he
just
was
brought you a
doing
little
for the
present.
Greater good,
Yeah.
sort of. But you know,
He just went about it the wrong way.
yeah, like had he, gone left field and put all this effort into doing it the right way, he'd be a hero.
Yo.
People don't talk about this, but Andy Serkis did a good job as Claw too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is
Nobody
another
talks about
shame.
that, and they shouldn't have killed him.
They killed him.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Okay,
I don't like
yeah.
the gun.
He's been.
I didn't
awesome
like his hand
claw.
cannon.
That's the thing.
His hand was
Negative.
terrible.
No,
Yeah,
no.
they
I
look
liked
like
his hand. My
mannequin
thing is that
for real.
they offed him off too early. I'm like, yo, what did
Yeah,
we get?
too
Two
early.
appearances? That's all right. How would you feel if you're watching Batman
He did a
and they
great
get rid of the
job.
Joker like midway through the movie to be like, well, here's Penguin. I'm like, what? Sweep that lobby.
But they, I guess they wanted it for a plot device to show why the one guy turned on Black Panther.
But still, that's
But I
Black
feel like-
Panther's arch enemy. Like, what the heck?
Yo,
You're gonna
he
get rid
did
of Claw like that?
He did a great job. I can't believe they let him go early like that.
Yeah.
He didn't even get to say, "I'll get you next time,
And then
Gadget."
he died smiling. He died with a smile on his face.
Oh yeah, when he brought the
Yeah.
body bag.
Now, this is something me and my girlfriend have been like debating about. How did you feel about Chadwick Boseman's, like, I guess, emotional arc when things were happening throughout the movie? How did you feel about his emotional arc? Because she was arguing that Michael B. Jordan had more of an arc just because, like, he's angry, he's funny, you can see he's getting, like, sad at some point, and then throughout most of the time, T'Challa is just
Stoic.
chill. He's just chill, like...
Whoa! What about when he goes to visit his dad? He definitely was
except for
freaking
that.
out.
Except
I
for
think
that
it was
part.
in character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
what I
if,
said.
If you look at T'Challa, he's been groomed literally since he was a child
that's what
to be
somebody
a
else
king,
said, too.
Yeah.
to be the Black Panther.
He doesn't show much.
He doesn't show much, but a leader's not like. Look, if you look at royalty now, like the British royal family, they're taught don't show emotion.
Shouts out.
They're like you have to be stoic. Don't. And like another thing is don't you don't get touched. You don't get touched, which is like well funny when she's like if he touches you again.
Oh my, yo! First off,
The
They
best.
still-
you
Chill.
talk about somebody who needs their own movie.
Her
Yo.
Akaya,
He was a
yeah.
strong female
phenomenal.
role.
Akaya, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that fight now.
I
fucking
think-
throw it out between
I'm
her
telling
and
you
Black
right
Widow.
now. I'm telling you right now. I came out of that theater. I was like, I loved her fight scenes more than Black Panther for me. Honestly, I love. Like, she fought 10 times more cooler than Black
Yeah.
She
Panther.
should have. She needs her own movie.
Dude, that fight scene in the casino.
Wait
where
till,
she flips it around
Infinity
and
War.
shit, fucking was like that.
Infinity War, I guarantee you, it's about to be live.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, all right, we got to film more scenes
More
with
scenes.
this girl and cut them in.
The guard in general. I'm so glad that they. Like,
I'm telling
they
you.
kept that like
From
100%.
Civil War when she said "move or be moved," I'm like,
I was like,
yes. And then you're gonna come ahead in Black
And he's just
Panther.
like, it's okay.
Yeah, we got this. Don't worry. Stand down.
No. And then even at the end when Get Out is like, are you really going
He's
to
like,
be
"My love?" And
My
she's
love,
like,
are
"Yeah."
you really going to? If it means the fate of Wakanda, without a thought,
Like,
I'm like,
Slit
damn.
your throat right here.
He gave that swag look too. Like,
That's
are
my
you
only
really
real
going?
beef with the
Yes.
movie is that scene, that ending scene where he's coming out of the fire, the ship, and he's like, I'm alive, and I didn't give up.
Oh yeah.
And like the blue guard comes after him. I swear this is when the mayonnaise people should have came up. Like just behind him started grunting doing their thing. I think that would have
Yo.
been so much more iconic.
Yo, me and Keels were talking about this the second time we saw it. How much of a bad friend Get Out was.
Yo.
Yo.
It's funny that you're calling him Get Out because
Get
that's
Out.
all I saw. When
Exactly.
I saw it.
I said this. He walked right off the set of Get Out into Black Panther.
He was like,
Gave
hey.
that same look to that.
He's like,
You know?
fuck this. I'm going back to Africa. That's what he said.
Came up with a new identity.
Somebody whispered.
Put the watches together. It's just like, oh, look at that.
Married a black chick.
Exactly. No, but he was. You know what I love about Black Panther though? There's not one view where like somebody's wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody is like even Claw. He has his own motivation. He's not like this mad villain. He's
not
like,
trying to
hey,
destroy
look,
the
if,
world or anything.
no,
He's trying to make money.
Right.
exactly.
Exactly.
Even Get Out, he's like, well, this. Even though he betrayed his friend, he was like,
what was it?
And his
What?
Go
girlfriend.
ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, even his view, he was like, you know what? Technically, he's right. He is the ruler, and you know what? Claw killed my parents, so he did deliver it.
He pissed me off.
The
How? Why
moment,
would he turn
Day-
so quick
Well,
on?
day
I think
2 on the job.
They imply that.
Day
imply that
2.
He's willing to fight. That if he says it, you give me the
That
word.
was the second day.
Like,
It's
just
just
the
Right,
word.
he just became king.
He said
was
that. He's like, you give me the word. He's like, me and my men, we'll start conquering
he's like,
Day
man.
in a heartbeat. He said it day one.
He was
he
like,
said that
I
day
gave
1.
your
Day 2,
dad
he's like, oh,
30
where's
years.
Claw? Just chill. We're gonna get it.
We're working
Oh,
on it.
okay, I see.
Yeah, because
That's
at
it.
no point does Black Panther go, dude, he helped him escape.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's right. Like he saw him.
He never revealed it either.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, you're right.
He never was like,
Yo.
he's the whole reason he got away.
He never. Oh my gosh, you just made me realize. I don't know if it made number 7 now.
Can you imagine?
Age
that in
Ultron's
the
looking a
movie?
lot better than Black Panther now.
Fucking helped them.
You're right. That's
we
all he
had
had
him,
to
and he went and fucking.
Right.
Wow,
Oh, that's a
nobody's
good
made
point.
that point. You heard it here first on Guys Night.
Angel Rook, I want credit for that.
He put the government out there.
Funny, Tyler just breaks out that
I'll never
teacup
wanted
with the
Black
spoon.
Oh my
Yo.
goodness. Yo.
But yeah,
I did not notice that.
You're right. He didn't at once be like, yo.
Had the necklace, so when he shows up, they're
Right.
like, he already knows who the fuck he is.
And he has witnesses because
Yeah.
Akaya and Nakia were
His
like,
fucking girlfriend's right there, like, dude, he
Yo.
helped him.
He did him dirty.
Yeah.
damn.
See,
Man.
he's a
I didn't even
rat.
Yo.
He's like, I gave it that 30 years. It's like, this is my second day, man.
Second day, day
I'm
2.
still on probation, like, come on.
Right, like, damn.
My 90 days ain't up yet.
Yo. I didn't even realize that. Why didn't he? That's definitely going to be on How It Should Have Ended for Cinema Series. You know it is. Like, yo.
Can we also say how they took Forrest Whitaker's lazy eye and put it on his
Oh,
head?
dude.
T'Challa's dead.
Yo.
I was like,
All right,
that shit was
I'm
distracting.
out.
Apparently, when you're in the nether room,
Yo,
or wherever the fuck it
Yo,
is.
with, yeah.
See, I noticed that the second
Things
time. I was
are-
like,
yeah,
yo,
it's
what's
up
up
in
with
your
his
face.
eye?
Lazy. You didn't notice that the first time? I couldn't get over it. I'm just like,
Yo,
which
yeah,
eye
when
am I
first-
supposed to
when
look
he
at?
first goes to the astral plane, he's like right here. You're like,
The eyes, like,
you're like,
over
yo,
here.
get that out of my face.
See, but the real weird thing about it is that in the flashback, he doesn't have the lazy eye. So it's like,
right.
So
yo,
maybe
all the
it's a movie
CG
or
went
some
into
shit.
that.
Those
Fix
fucking-
the lazy eye. It can't be fixed. Just put all the budget
We
into
we
it.
only have the one budget to fix one lazy eye. It had to be Forrest Whitaker.
Hey, yo.
Yo, somebody called that the human version of the Lion King. One of my
real.
managers.
Yo, it is.
Yeah.
It was a human version of
Totally
the
is.
Lion King.
It's got some overtones.
the
Totally
Panther
does.
King.
But you know what? Visually, though, it's phenomenal. Like,
Yes.
how they did Wakanda
That was
was
really cool.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I read that for real, to make it more realistic, they literally had, like, 39% of the people go barefoot. in the crowd.
Exactly, yeah. People were barefoot. The costumes was authentic. No weaves, all natural hair.
All very
I
tribal.
read,
Right.
yeah, I
Very
read
nice.
with the costumes. It was actually really cool. I read with the costumes how they broke it down. They were like with each. I read a whole article where they took each tribe and they took each like some even different people that aren't even part of the tribes and like this is from this part, this is from
Yeah,
that
they
part, this is
blended
why
it
they do this,
geographically.
this is why they do that. I was like, it was really cool. I was
Yeah,
like, that was
even
really neat.
Chadwick Boseman, his accent, they said he mirrored it based on where Wakanda would be.
Yeah, it's a
actual countries
real
are
it's a
around.
real language that
Yeah.
they were speaking.
Yeah, I was like, that was cool.
I don't know what it was.
I also thought maybe it's like, wouldn't it get kind of tiring, fucking doing this whole like, anybody can like come up and like challenge you. So it's like you gotta
Right.
drink this bullshit, and if you win, you gotta
Right.
get buried again.
Any
He
Joe
was-
Schmo can come
Yeah.
up and fucking
but he was
challenge
buried
you.
twice already. I was like, aren't you getting tired of this shit? Like,
Yeah.
I'm
In the
buried,
comics,
I'm back.
it's
Well-
any Wakanda citizen.
Oh, that's what it. Okay.
In the
right,
comics,
right,
is
right,
in,
right.
in the movie, they imply it has to be one of the elder tribe people. of the
Tribes that can
tribes.
actually
It
challenge.
has
Yeah,
to
there's
be
a
some
lot of
type
people,
leader.
though.
But yeah, that's like a population of I don't know. Like,
But I mean, you really do have to
There's
think
like
like,
seven
yo,
tribes.
if he's
He's
constantly
gonna
doing,
get
it's challenge day. Like it's just like
Like,
you know, he
fuck,
gets
yeah.
out of bed like, oh
Because
shit,
it looks like it hurts. I'm not gonna lie.
this
I
will
mean,
take
he
away the
almost
power
got
of the black.
killed twice.
No. You just gotta wait for
and
that.
that's what it is. It's like a near-death experience each time.
I like
that's
that.
gotta be annoying.
There's gonna be that one person that just comes in with a gun, and he's just like
bam, bam, weapon of choice right here.
pulling an Indiana Jones,
I
just
like-
Yeah,
like
right. Those warriors would not let that shit
I
happen.
like how high tech Wakanda was, but it still had a slums.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you notice that? It was like they still
like-
had huts and shit. Like
I like
this
how
is
they
a lot.
blended that though. That like seems
Yeah.
really cool. Like how
Yeah.
the closer you got to the center, it became more technological. But then they still had like the teepees and the huts and stuff.
yeah. The world building for Wakanda, it looked
Yeah.
visually amazing.
They put
And-
Asgard to shame.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
definitely.
because it wasn't overly CG. I even like
Yeah.
how like when they showed the downtown area, you had
was
people that were ordering, the
bustling,
vendors.
Yeah, normal clothes too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They have that separation where if you respect your heritage, you can wear that. But if you just want to, like the sister, his sister, oh Suri, I love her. Like it's just
Diane
nah.
liked her too.
Yeah.
Diane liked her a lot.
Yeah, she was really
Exactly,
good. She-
hands
Yeah, she
down.
did phenomenal. And like they kind of played her comic relief, but they didn't like diminish her in any way when they did it. Because a lot of times you get comic relief and it's like stupid, kind of gimmicky. But she was still like super intelligent. She was still just funny.
But it was
and
witty.
she was very like her humor was very teenage.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And she was because even though she's a super genius, she's still a 15-year-old kid. So it was a real.
She's 15?
in the movie. She's supposed to
Is
be
she-
15. Yeah.
I mean, I thought like 16, 17.
I was gonna say
I'm pretty sure
17.
she's supposed to be 15 in the movie.
Same thing. I mean,
So
same age, really.
I'm gonna be the bad guy and say, like, I gave it. What did I give it? I don't remember.
Originally, I think you gave it a 3.
Yeah, I gave it a 3.
Oh,
I gave
but
it a 3.
5 out of 4.
Yo. Because it's good to talk about it, and I'm going to bring this up, and you can cut it if you want, but it's good to talk about it, is that, of course, with Black Panther being here, it's a monumental movie. It's definitely monumental. And there's going to be two sides to look at it, and it's definitely going to be monumental for culturally for a lot of people, and maybe not so for others. I still think it's a great movie. I found that there was just like small things that I didn't really. Some of the CGI I just couldn't get fucking past.
I respect
Yo,
that.
when he's walking, like when he crashes down
when
and
he
he's
crashes
walking
that
through
plane.
the field, his head is really just superimposed on his fucking body. Like, come on. Because you know what they did for that scene is they put on a fucking green screen mask and they just superimposed his shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what about on Challenge Day when you definitely could tell the background was just like it's not,
I was
it's not
like,
real.
Yo,
that looks fake.
The fight scene
on
in
the train?
in the train was so
bad.
was just so kind of disappointing.
When they're falling into
At the end.
into the actual crater,
Yeah.
it felt very like.
It's just like
there was
too,
no,
CGI,
there was no,
yeah.
because the fights earlier were all like impactful. You know, if someone got hit or someone got cut, you felt it.
Yeah.
But when they were fighting in there, it was just kind of like I could barely. It was all like a blur. Like I didn't see any impact.
You know
The
what
only part I liked in that fight was the beginning when they were falling down and like the music cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like they
I don't
should've
know
kept
if
the
it
whole
was like
fight
a
like that.
color
See,
error, like the black.
But
on
I've
black.
seen that before, though. That's why I'm like,
What was that in Spider?
it was in Spider-Man. That's why I was like, it was.
Amazing
Look,
Spider-Man, right?
no, in Spider-Man 3 when they're fighting in the subway and they're falling down, he goes down. I mean, I know you guys don't like it, but
No one likes
I've
it.
seen it. But you know what the funny thing is? This is why I said Black Panther's good, but like, I was actually.
I say this. It is a great origin movie.
Yes.
It is, but
great.
there's
It
not
is a good
one
Marvel movie.
scene in that movie that made me go like,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They should have
up to Annie.
No, they should have had the first Black Panther movie. Then they should have had a Killmonger movie to go after that.
I thought that would
and
be
then
cool,
how
man.
Black Panther started. That should have been the third movie.
I feel like that would have been really cool because there was a lot of world building in this, and it did really well.
Yeah.
But I felt like a lot of the other things kind of suffered. I felt like some of the pacing was a little off.
Yeah.
Like I really did. Like there was parts where it's like, okay, we're starting to learn what Wakanda is, because we got to tell you, it's like we're actually learning about a whole different continent now. We're not just.
Right.
It's not
We're
just
not
in the
New York.
United States.
Well, I mean,
and we
You
know
weren't
everything.
even
Well,
just in New
briefly,
York.
like-
Oakland, you're
Yeah.
There was just. It's funny because I put this to the test last night because I showed my girlfriend. I was like, I showed her the first scene in the first Iron Man movie when he comes down and he gets all of his weapons back, and how much of that's a memorable scene. Like him coming in and destroying all the
tank.
exactly.
Shoots the
Not even tank, but
walks away.
I love when the family's about to get shot and everything, and he just comes down and. It's so memorable, but there's not one scene in Black Panther that gave me that moment. And then you can say on a
I feel
level,
there would have been scenes,
Yeah.
but they showed him too much in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
one where he's running up the building or he slams his hand.
but not even for action. But like the scene at the end, that was a post-credit scene where he's like speaking to the UN and all the nations and everything. I feel like that as an editor should have been woven into the ending when he's like, "This is the facility that we're going to build." Like that would have been such a more powerful ending where it's just, and you can still end the "Who are you?" note, but still. It just would have felt like, man, like this guy, like he's a king and he's making a difference.
I felt that when
lady in
that
the
scene
back of her
happened, there
snapped
should have
it
been
back
like
to
a
me.
visual reveal, like the dome goes down on Wakanda or some shit like that. I think that would have had a bigger impact. Where it's like, who are you? And then like they show a video feed of the alleged Wakanda, and like you just see the cloak dome go down, and you see
Something.
the city show up out
But
of nowhere.
that was a powerful message, that post-credit scene, but it's just the thing that I noticed, especially working at a movie theater, is that a lot of people left out, so they left on that, and it just save the post-credit scenes for something that's going to build the universe of Marvel. If it's crucial
the
parts in the
Bucky
movie,
scene.
yeah, like the Bucky scene,
Bucky's gonna
that
have
was good.
gold on his arm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He's not gonna have the star either, apparently.
yeah, it's just going to be a vibranium arm.
It's gonna be vibranium and
Fuck
gold.
up, man. Spoilers.
It's already out on the internet. I
Don't
saw
care.
it on Instagram.
Anyway.
They could always change it, just like Thor's eye. Like it's
That's
just
true,
like.
yeah.
So I do believe that the pacing did suffer a little bit, but I don't think it was more of like it was a shitty time with the pacing. It's almost like they were trying to do the right thing and they were putting things in the right places, but just some of it kind of like faltered. Like it was all there, but maybe it could have just been like
Yeah.
because there was like some like okay, we get to learn, Now there's a really like long, drawn out like.
I felt the second.
Yeah, Bucky, you're real
Action,
silent.
Action.
Oh, it's pretty, what am I gonna say? Everyone else is saying it. I mean, I enjoyed the movie.
Yeah, I really did enjoy
I
the
mean,
movie too. But
I did. There was one part. I mean, the story did drag a little bit for me. I mean, I get it and everything because it was a little drunk out. You know,
it's
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it's Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, superimposed bad
That's it.
CGI. We all seen it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Predictable stuff.
predictable stuff.
Yeah.
But in the long run, it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was
Did
a good
anyone
movie.
feel
I
that
agree.
T'Challa got bullied into being like this humanitarian because of the girl he wanted?
No.
Got bullied into it? Like,
Not
what you
bullied,
mean?
but like obviously he's like at first he
She was
doesn't.
an influence.
At first, yeah, he doesn't care at all. Like he's like,
That's
this
actually
is the way
kinda
we're
true.
supposed to do, and then like because he wants her to.
But you know what?
stay,
That's a
and
character
she's
arc, so I'm
you need to
okay.
do this, you know, you need
See,
to
my
do
thing
this.
is,
Yeah.
I felt like it
it's-
was too much of a drastic left field. Like it was like, all right, he went from we're gonna do it traditionally to, all right, yeah, we're doing it this way now.
To me, it felt like the son dealing with the father's sins.
That, all right,
killing
yeah, that's a
killing
good
of his
point.
brother, leaving the kid exiled.
Why didn't
You
just bring the
knew
kid?
something eventually was going to happen out of it.
Yeah.
It had to.
You know, and then when he finds out who he is, and then he knows damn well Killmonger. You know,
Yeah,
helped
exactly.
Claw.
I'm kind of
He
mad
didn't
that
say
there
anything.
wasn't like a
That's the thing that I didn't even
conflict
realize. I'm like,
So-
yo, you're
I will
right.
say that I thought this was a good movie, but I am more excited for the second movie.
Yeah.
Now that
Same
we
here.
built the world, and we can do things inside of it, and we know the ins and outs. Now we can go like full tilt.
I will
now,
say-
now we can go full tilt. and
I
just,
will
like,
say
do it.
this:
Yeah, I'm ready.
by far, probably one of the most accurate.
Oh yeah.
Adaptation.
Oh, yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna ask.
I,
like,
did
was
you
it
get that
really-
video or?
Killmonger
I
is
sent it to
related
you.
Yeah.
Black
About
Panther in the
the-
comics.
It was like the top Easter
and
eggs
he
in
did live.
Black Panther. Yeah.
His
Yes, I
family
did
was
watch it.
exiled to the States.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all true. That I think it's like a little closer in relation.
Yeah.
Like he's like cousins or some shit like that. But I think it's like
Well, then they were on
they're
for
like they're
Killmonger.
more like third cousins or some shit.
Yeah,
like
they're basically like he was captured as a slave, and then after that, the same thing happened though, where he wanted to go back to Wakanda to reclaim his
Right.
title. The waterfall
I mean,
fight, same thing that happened
There's
in the
even
comics.
I remember in
Like,
the comics, there's even a scene where like Black Panther invites Killmonger back to Wakanda. He's
Yeah.
like, my family wronged yours. Come back, and the whole time Killmonger's plotting his death. That's why I feel like Killmonger in this one could have been a hero.
Yeah, you kinda.
Like Claw should have been the main bad guy. He could have been the hero, but the whole time he's the hero. How much of a better sting would it be if he's like, "This is all part of my plan to become king"?
See, they killed him too early.
Killed him
This
too
is
early.
what-
And that's how it was. in
And
the
I didn't
comics.
even know about
hold on,
the
Jack
comic.
Nicholson Joker.
Yeah. I feel like
First
that would've
movie,
been better.
dead.
If he had the mask, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna help you get Claw. I just did it for a job, but you know, this is my home. Yada yada yada. I'll help you out."
Oh,
and
my
then like the whole
goodness.
sequel would be Killmonger as
That
like
first-
plotting to overthrow.
That first time when you get to see when you meet Killmonger, that whole thing was cool.
Oh, I love
He's
it.
like,
He's just
"Oh,
like-
what's this one?"
No, how about the line that he when
boy.
he's like,
Don't take
"Yo,
it
you're
easy.
so you had eyes on me since I got in here, but you didn't even realize what was in your drink." I'm like, "Damn!"
I like it when he just straight out says it. He's like, "How the hell do you think you guys got this?"
Yo, when he
Stole it
said
from my
that,
people.
you stole it, so why can't I'm like, yo?
See,
That's
man,
why
they
it's like
killed him too early.
the cultural significance I could definitely see within it, and I'm glad that it's happening, and it definitely I love the connections between the real time, and it
Right.
worked flawlessly in it. The real time
Yeah.
into their time, it works very well, and I'm glad that there is a bridge to close that gap.
I
Yo.
kind of hope because we have this now, and like they know, all right, there is a culture, there is a society that
That we
wants to
can
see
keep
this.
going.
That we'll see, like, because Robert Downey Jr. is out. I wouldn't mind seeing Ironheart show up.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like I said, I was telling Carlos earlier, I was like, would it be cool if she fucking stole Stark Technology, the sister,
Yeah.
and made the Iron Man armor?
Yeah, dude, that would be fucking sweet.
Because Ironheart is just someone who reverse engineered the Stark technology, so that would be
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Badass.
Oh damn! All right, so that concludes the spoiler-filled podcast.
No, it's not. What's
Huh?
your favorite parts of the movie?
Yo, he's trying to keep
parts
it
is-
going.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My
explained
favorite
it.
part is the handshake.
The handshake
That
is
handshake.
awesome.
Where they're like,
See, asked Curtis. I marked out when the fucking armored rhinos busted in on the scene. I was like, this shit just got real.
Shit went to the tent.
There's also showing that what's the name is a snake. Chris is a snake. Freaking
Get
as
out.
soon as Gorilla Man fucking turned his back, That's exactly when he charged. He didn't have the heart
He waited.
to do it when he was
When he was
watching.
looking, he was like, "Oh,
Nate.
he's all." Even when he was like, "Listen," when Black Panther, when T'Challa was like, "Listen, stop, we can fit," pulls the horn, just
right,
like, yo, get out, exactly, get out of the movie.
I'm kind of sad we don't see a natural consequence to like his betrayal, though.
We might in the sequel.
Yeah, probably in the sequel.
Probably.
We might.
My
Maybe he'll be the new.
Who would he be though?
I don't know. Well, I mean, in the comics, Nakia,
Being
the
a
love
buddy
interest.
because What's the name gonna beat his ass?
Yeah,
beat his ass.
Okoye is gonna beat his ass.
exactly. With that spear, just like you motherfucker.
Right.
No, I was gonna say that.
My love, please.
That's my those are my favorite scenes is with the Wakanda Guard in general because they're like I felt like they did it so well to where it's like you see Black Panther how he fights, but you see more finesse with the Wakanda Guard and what they're supposed to do. Like they're supposed to be able to take down Black Panther too.
Yeah.
Like it's like you can see that. You can see that with how she fights, and it was just like fluid. It was so fluid and so good. And I was like, any scene with her, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be fucking awesome. Yeah. Even when she fucking takes the pole, fucking slams it down into the ground.
Stop the car.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Come on.
And I liked how they were
favorite
like they could, kill the whole country if they wanted to, but they were sexy too. I like their little chocolate bars
in the,
walking around, red dresses.
In the comics, a lot of the guard are known for becoming queens.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
like Storm in the comics had to fight the entire guard
Yeah.
to earn the right to become Black
Yo,
Panther's
if
queen.
Storm is in the sequel,
She's not going to be.
you never know.
Get
We
the
don't
fuck
know.
out of here.
We don't
It's
know.
not
You
gonna-
never know.
I doubt
Fox.
that's gonna be.
Get the fuck out of
They
here.
bought him.
It's not gonna happen.
No, they bought him.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not. If it happens, I sure as hell's not
You
gonna
can
happen in this
you
one.
can get it out of your head.
It's gonna
right
be like
now.
a reboot 20 years down the line.
We also thought Spider-Man wouldn't be the MCU, and look, anything's
Doesn't
possible
matter.
at this point.
Halle Berry's gonna reprise her role and just be like.
No, I didn't say Halle Berry's going to play Storm. No, they're going to recast
That's
her.
what you were thinking about.
But if she does come back, I mean,
That's
hell,
what you
I'm
were
not
thinking about.
complaining.
Like, come on.
My
Get
favorite
the fuck out of
scenes.
here.
I guess the difference is when they were. What do they call it? Somebody called it like the Pride Lands. What were they really called?
Pride,
What were they
Pride
really
Rock.
called?
Oh, you mean in the astral realm?
Yeah, the
Astral
It's the realm of Baset, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, the
realm of-
astronomical.
I don't
What was it
know.
called?
It's the astral plane.
but
Astral plane.
It's,
Yeah.
it's supposed to be the realm where when they die, they
Yeah.
turn into the Panther and roam with Set.
I liked how you see T'Challa going to meet his father, and then like you see the other people, I guess, of
In the
Wakanda
background.
and stuff in the background.
Yeah, that's
and then you go to Killmonger's, and then it's just the apartment in Oakland. It's nothing else. It's just where his father was like killed at,
Yeah.
because like that's all he knows. Like that's all he knows.
It's very.
You know.
Yeah,
But if you look on the outside, it is the same.
It's the same.
It is, but it's like
But it's
in
what
the-
he knows.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I loved it.
It's good. It shows they're very two different people.
Right. I like how it touches bases with like the African versus African American beef that goes on.
Yeah.
I
think
did
it was-
enjoy.
I
I
think
did
it was
enjoy
really
how
well
they
done.
addressed we were suffering and you did nothing.
Exactly.
You hid.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's also a good point. That was a really good thing that they brought up too.
Because
It's
even
like
then
you
it
have all
showed
this.
that you have this like paradise, but
You
you're
could've
still in the
helped us.
fucking wrong for
Yeah.
not bringing us to this.
I still can't get over the
That's
fact
the
that he
thing.
killed his own brother. Like, yo,
that's
that's some shit.
That's the thing that people will start to talk about is with the wording that is used within Black Panther. Is because when he's like, you could have helped us.
Yeah.
He doesn't say you could have helped
me.
You could have helped the world. You could have helped people. You could have helped us, as in like African Americans.
black
as-
people,
as
yeah.
black
But he
people.
chose not to. He's like, we're just
Yeah.
gonna stay here and just yo. But I see.
But
That's what I
the whole
said.
thing. Black Panther always
But-
says the Wakanda people. He doesn't say anybody on the outside, so that's why it's a really good indication of
Look,
how
The
that goes
mindset
back
There's
and forth.
that you get.
yeah, there's not one view in this movie where I was just like, they are completely evil. Everybody had a valid point. Protagonist, antagonist, even minor characters, support. They all, I can believe and understand why so and so is doing what they're doing, and I can validate it. Like,
It deserves the praise that it gets, for sure.
Yeah.
look,
Another one of
movies
my
like Black
managers-
Panther and Wonder Woman, it's just making me
still need to
really
see
feel good about
Yeah.
the way society is when it. Look, I love
didn't see
it.
No,
What
I'm
the fuck
slacking.
is
I didn't see
problem,
Homecoming
man?
either.
All right, you need to see Homecoming.
I need to see both of them.
Homecoming is phenomenal.
I gotta see both of them.
My boy is
All
a
right.
vulture. He's
I
fucking
will
good.
slap
I'd say,
the shit
I would
out of
say
you.
great, not
No,
phenomenal.
I will
I would
slap
say
the
good.
shit
What?
out
What?
of you.
Are you saying Homecoming?
I will shave your
It's
beard
not-
just
it
so
was
that
not-
there is
it
a
was great.
sound
It was
when I
great,
say
but
it's
it wasn't
great.
phenomenal.
phenomenal.
It was phenomenal.
It was great.
Well, I'm gonna put
I
an
got-
end to this because
Michael Keaton is a vulture.
yo, they did favorite scene.
What's this for?
Honestly, my favorite
Spoiler,
scene probably
Spoiler.
is-
Oh, spoiler parts? Yeah, I pretty much have to say, when I was talking to Curtis, I was like, I turned to him, I said, it's been 10 years since Iron Man, and we're here now for Black Panther. And I said, what if it sucks?
It was. Just,
And-
well, what if
Marvel hasn't let us down.
Curtis
thus far.
said, why don't you just save that for Infinity War?
I'm not
that's
gonna
really
lie.
gonna be the point.
Some of my favorite scenes are when they're like just in the country and they're just there and the people are bustling around the city and so just because it's like a soup and it's got this like
Attention to
pale
detail.
sand but then it's got like these bright colors all over the place. It's visually very appealing.
All right, did we get everybody?
I think we got everyone, my friend.
Okay.
We're not venturing back into Marvel until
Man, I
May.
could talk about this for
Infinity War.
Infinity War will be here, and if they have a marathon, I'm
tired
gonna
of
watch it.
these freaking
right here. I'm
superhero
with you.
mashups.
Marathon.
10 years.
And then we got
That's
Deadpool.
like that's like a
Then
3-day
Ant-Man and
marathon.
Wasp.
All right, so
Then
that
Venom.
concludes the spoiler podcast.
X-Men, and then
30
all over the
years
fucking
too
place. I'm
late.
sick of it now.
All right, so this was Jared Avery.
Cool. Aquaman.
Angel Rock.
Skills.
All right, and usually I would say, we do what we do for the sake of the podcast, but I think we all know what we're thinking. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.